Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm currently on Renegade Discussions right now. This is also airing on Twitter along with Facebook. Guys, we have some things to talk about because I recently posted something yesterday on Facebook and it's been getting some comments. We are going to be discussing the concept of puppy play. Puppy play community, pup play, whatever, dominant, submissive. I still don't get it. I just don't get it. Now, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but I'm just saying I don't get it. The vast majority in the comments that I'm reading on this Facebook post are saying basically the same thing. It's all about a headspace, being in a mindless headspace, a brainless headspace, wondering, just letting your mind wander free. That's what it's about, right? It's to benefit mental health, right? It can be beneficial towards mental health when used correctly. I'm sure it can. This is where the problem comes in. This is what I'm trying to say to people, because I know that I see a lot on Facebook and I try to keep my mouth shut unless my opinion is actually asked for. But here's where I stand with the whole puppy play thing. If you're going to do it, you can do it, fine. But you need to go into it knowing a strong sense of will, a strong mental headspace, and I'm going to tell you why. Especially if you are submissive, this can send the wrong message to people. People that do not know anything about this subculture or community, well, all they see is, I'm not trying to disrespect people. I'm going to watch my words, how I phrase things, because I know that I can turn some people off. But they're going to view you as someone that basically likes being abused. There are nasty, mean-spirited, evil people out there like that looking to exploit pups. So the part that I don't understand, why would you want to make yourself acceptable to that? Does anybody else think this? Because I know a lot of people on Facebook, I see a lot of posts of people breaking up and their boyfriend did this and, my boyfriend treats me like shit. And I'm not saying that's right by any means. I'm not here to co-sign abuse. By the way, if you are in a difficult situation and if you need out of it, please call the number at the bottom of the screen. Why would you want to make yourself vulnerable to expose yourself to mean, manipulative, gaslighty type people? I tried it out for 2 years. I never went to any pup meetings. Let me tell you about my experience being a human pup. Because a lot of people, they're going to be asking, well, Bandit, what was your experience? Because there must have been a reason why you came to this conclusion, these conclusions that you're having. Let me tell you something. I never did attend any of these meetings. I never did go to any of the events. I was never in a show. I never met another human pup. Okay? But the part that I liked about it, and I still like this about it, the sex role play. Okay, I get that. We are talking about leather bondage role playing, because at the end of the day, that's what it is role playing. You're role playing to be an animal with a handler, right? So that's what it comes down to. It's role playing. But some people, they view it more than that. They view it as a headspace. It's good for mental health. And it can be. I'm not here to say that it's not. But if you're going to use it for mental health, just be careful who you run into, because just from what I've saw online, the behavior online from people that are these human pups and what they go through, that's enough for me to say, you know what, I'm sensing that there's an epidemic within this community of some people's gonna be mad, some people's gonna be pissed off. Codependency. And y'all want to hide behind these pup masks as a way to cope and disassociate yourself from what is going on. Was that too harsh? Thank you for tuning in to, I was about to say, well, yeah, Ask Bandit. Ask Bandit. We're not doing any tarot today. We are just giving commentary. So once again, what are your opinions and thoughts about this topic? Are you familiar with pup play? Have you ever heard about puppy play? Have you ever heard, do you participate in puppy play? What has your experience been? I've never been to a pup event. I take that back. I lied before. I met a couple pups at the bar in St. Pete 1 year ago. And if they represent what the pup community is about, their personality was rotten as shit. Okay, these people were mean. They were just rotten to a core, mean-spirited, nasty, vile individuals. Their personality is. I'm not talking about like their personality. That's what the first impression that I got from them, because I didn't know these people from a bag of rocks. So of course I'm going to form my impression on the first impression that I get from you. If you're rude and nasty and mean, I'm just going to assume that you're like that all the time. But then again, what do they say? Assuming makes an ass out of you and me, right? What are your experiences with puppy play? I see a lot of broken individuals with codependency, mental health issues. And they're hoping that this headspace they get into in the puppy mask will help them. If that helps you, if that works for you, that's fine. Excuse the rain in the background. Do you hear the rain on the tin roof? But I'm just calling it like I see it. A lot of people, they hide behind these puppy masks as a way to cope with codependency and other issues, what's going on. And what's even worse is when they go out, if you're a pup, if you go out looking for a handler or a boyfriend, someone that you can be with, your everlasting true love, as a lot of you are looking for, you bump into the wrong type of people because you send off the wrong type of vibe. Let me tell you an example of what I mean here, okay? So I did know this other human pup. He was in the same city as me. And this person would go to the bar, right? They would go to the bar and they would They were a bartender, and their job occasionally every night was to go around and hand out shots on a tray. In their puppyhood, in a tail, I believe. Now, keep in mind that they weren't asked to wear the puppy hood in the tail. They were just asked to hand out shots. And I'm not against wearing the puppy hood or the puppy hood. That's what y'all like to call it, is puppy hood. Puppy hood. I'm not here against the puppy hood and wearing it to clubs, to the bar. If you want to wear your puppy hood out in public, fine. You have every right to do so. But just be prepared with how people are going to look at you, and have tough skin. But this person, let me tell you what I mean here. This person went to the bar. They were a bartender. They handed out shots to everybody, and they were wearing their puppy play mask and their tail. And then they would get on the floor and roll around. Like, they would actually roll around on the floor and act like a dog and go woof woof and all of that. And guess what happened? Can you guess what happened, people? Can you guess what happened? And I witnessed this in real life, so you can't tell me otherwise. These people treated him like shit. These people treated him like complete shit. They spit on him. Some even, one guy almost even kicked him because he was just so disgusted. So this is what I'm saying. There's a limit. There's a time and place for everything. And if you're going to go out and act like this, you best be prepared with how the treatment you're going to be perceived by the world and the treatment that you do receive. Not everyone is going to think it's cute that you're rolling on the floor in a puppy play mask and a tail at a gay bar. Just because it's a gay bar, some people, that's going to send off the wrong message that, okay, this person, yeah, they are a mindless drone. They are a mindless drone that likes to be treated like shit and degrade them, so let's degrade them. That's what they want, right? And some people, they use that as a tactic to gaslight, and that can be extremely devastating to your mental health. So if you want to wear your puppy play mask out in public to the bar, that's fine. No one's saying that you can't, but you best be prepared with how people can treat you, because not everyone is going to that. It's not going to send across. It's not going to send the same message across to everybody. Some people's going to like it. Some people's going to hate it. Some people's going to think they can disrespect the fuck out of you, and you're going to like it because, hey, you're a mindless drone, so why not? This guy's in a puppy play mask, and he's rolling around on the ground with a tail up his ass. He must like to be mistreated. You see how some people think? I'm telling you, that's how some people think. I don't get it. Why would you want to make yourself so susceptible to this type of treatment? There's a time and place for everything. Now, let's just say that it was a puppy play bar. If this was a leather bar in the pup community, then that would probably be okay. Some people that would be an appropriate time and place to do so. But if you're at even a gay bar that's not pup themed, that can still send the message off to wrong people. It can still send the message off to people in the pup play bar. But at least there, it's suited. You know what I mean? Am I making sense, people? Or am I just, something's not getting across? I think that being a human pup, a lot of you guys get mistreated because the world, you're sending off the wrong message. You claim that you're empowered. You claim that you're independent. You claim that you want to be loved. But with how you treat yourself and how that comes across to other people, it says something else. Like, you can, I don't know, like you, walk the talk. Walk the talk. If you're going to claim that you're independent, all of these other things, back it up. Don't get so butthurt, no pun intended, when someone has something out of the way to say to you, or if you jump into a relationship knowing damn well you don't know this person from a can of beans, guys. You don't know people. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't know people who you're going to meet. So unless that, if you want to do the puppy play thing in a relationship, that's fine. But I would suggest that you get to know the partner. Don't make yourself so vulnerable at first and let people know that you're into pup play. Especially if they don't have a clue what the fuck that means. It can be dangerous. It can really be dangerous. That guy at the bar, they hated him so much that he left. He never did return. Because I remember one night somebody followed him inside the restroom and tried to beat him up. They were going to whoop his ass because that's the message that he was sending across, that they think in their twisted mind was thinking that he was sending across. Now, is it right that that person did it? No, but this is the world that we live in, and just be mindful. So what's your thoughts and opinions on this topic? I am curious to hear your thoughts and opinions on this topic. Thank you for tuning in to Ask Bandit. So once again, I'm going to be posting a poll here on Facebook to ask you guys, have you experienced abuse while being a human puppy? Have you experienced any type of abuse while being a human puppy? The poll is anonymous, so please take it. I just want to see where you guys stand. I want to see where my audience stand. So if you have been abused while being a human puppy, please take the poll. Have you experienced abuse while being a human puppy? Please take the poll. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in to Ask Bandit. So once again, I just want to see where people stand. Have you experienced being abused while being a human puppy? Because recently I posted on my Facebook page, I don't understand the pup play ideology, how people say they want to be mindless drones, mindless, brainless puppies. And if you want to do that, that's fine. You have every right to do so, but you better be prepared with how people may treat you, because it's going to send the message off to a lot of people. I'm trying to remain respectful as I can in this live stream. So if you have not already taken the poll on Facebook, please do so. What type of abuse have you experienced being a human pup? Has anybody out there experienced mental abuse? People mentally and emotionally abusing you as being a pup? A lot of people can view individuals behind puppy play mask as emotionally undeveloped, wounded people that are easy to exploit. So what are your thoughts and opinions? I know this is kind of controversial, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts and opinions, people. Please sound them off. Take the poll on Facebook. Welcome YouTube. Welcome Twitter. Guys, I do have Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that is Bandit3X on Twitter. Get that banner up right here. Be sure to like the video on your way in. Take the poll. That is Bandit3X on Twitter. If you want my insight or advice, or if you just want my commentary on a particular topic or situation, you can also use the hashtag AskBandit on Twitter. As usual, if you want to support me as a creator, please donate via Cash App and PayPal. That is Bandits Tarot on Cash App and Seraphic Pathways on PayPal. That is scrolling below if you want to throw me some gratuity for providing you some entertainment this morning, providing you my commentary. You want my commentary? Is that what you want? Guys, as usual, if you are in a bad situation, there is the phone number below. If you would like to email me your experience, if you don't feel comfortable with sharing that information here on the internet for all to see, you can always email seraphicpathways@yahoo.com. That would be the main way to get in touch with me. If you want to contact me, that is my main email. That is seraphicpathways@yahoo.com.
jazz band, come as we praise, hallelujah, as we go along. Sing me a song. Hooray, our jazz band, come as we praise, hallelujah, as we go along. Folks, now that you have heard my story, say, boy, I know when I shout that, ooh. Anybody wants to ask it? Tell them I got those same things. Jazz band, come as we praise, hallelujah, as we go along. Sing me a song. Hooray, our jazz band, come as we praise, hallelujah, as we go along. Folks, now that you have heard my story, say, boy, I know when I shout that, ooh. Anybody wants to ask it? Tell them I got those same things.
So what do you guys think? Do you think that you have been abused being a human puppy? Please take the poll on Facebook. If you're watching from Facebook, you can also use the hashtag AskBandit on Twitter if you want my insight and advice on your situation. Or if you just want my good old-fashioned commentary, you can use the hashtag AskBandit on Twitter. You can also follow me if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, that is Bandit3X on Twitter. Be sure to like the video too. Have you been abused being a human puppy? Take a poll. If you want to support me as creators, my hashtag is PayPal below, and it's Tarot or Seraphic Pathways on PayPal. What is Seraphic Pathways? A lot of people don't know that I own my own online psychic business. Right now, I have a special going on. Receive a 15-minute tarot card reading for $20. Okay? Valid until January 31st, 2023. You can visit seraphicpathways.wixsite.com/Seraphic Pathways. That is my website right there. That is scrolling. Thank you so much for tuning in. For the ones of you that's watching on the replay, I know that this is airing early in the morning, so not a lot of people are up. But if you're watching on the replay, please take the poll. Have you been abused being a human puppy? What are your thoughts and opinions on the pup ideology, the headspace, the mindless, brainless headspace that people always talk about? How is that beneficial? Would you care to explain? Can someone please explain and emphasize? Thank you so much. I'm trying not to be disrespectful, but I just want some insight, people. I want to hear from the pup community. I want to hear from the handlers. I want to hear from the pups. I want to hear from anybody that has insight on what we are talking about today. Thank you for tuning in to Ask Bandit.